broadcast to the world. How much broader can that be? Even my own Apple doesn't boot this morning. And guess what? It's all based on these felony crimes. See how well they are listed? These are all charges against over 100 people in the U.S. government. And it's all based upon, well, at least some of the conspiracy is right there. It's EVB4. This is the canceled restraining order. There's even a seal that I went back to get. You can pause and see that the restraining order was dismissed. Now, the most interesting part of the whole story is that the restraining order was based on the Marietta Police Department report that I filed. It's sitting right up there in the corner. Can you read that? And also, this is the police department report that I filed February the 4th, 2011. And you'll see that the subsequent ones were forged by Marietta Police Department report and Patrick Head and my own lawyer, Barry Vic Reynolds, showing that I robbed myself and blamed it on BASHAMA. And of course, Rose is the only person that has the financial balls and billions of dollars to pay off all these people. It's always been that case. For every time I had a felony crime committed against me, including crimes against humanity, I immediately provided the solutions of how to prevent it in the first place. Now, the lawyers are going to absolutely hate this. No, they won't. They'll have so much work to do to take down the other crooked lawyers who become judges and often become politicians around the world. Can you not understand the severity of how many crimes were committed against me to remove my assets so they could destroy their own evidence? For they were criminally insane and incompetent to sign their signatures on all these court documents. They've grand jury indicted themselves. How much simpler can this possibly be? For I've been saying the same thing over and over for now 7 years. Exactly 4 years ago, on February 22nd, 2011, I was pulled into court and forced into jail with a $5,000 bond because BASHAMA didn't want to go to prison or death row, along with Robert Rose, who financed everything and continues to finance it. How easy could it be for anyone, including Rose, to bribe someone within the phone company or the banks or the IRS, the FBI, U.S. Marshal, pretty much everyone, except he can't bribe the U.S. military. U.S. military is the cleanest organization of all because they work for us full time. How much cleaner can that be? Now, who is going to call the FBI, particularly James Comey at the FBI and the Attorney General Eric Holder and the Congress and the Department of Justice and the Department of Defense? Even call President Obama, because he's the very first person that I wrote a letter to, care of the FBI, back in October 2011, when indeed I was kidnapped on October 3rd, 2011. I bring all these dates up because it's the most insanely, incredibly true and profitable story, for I have the copyrights to the movie called Hostage for Profit and the American Jihad. For the terrorists are inside of your organizations. They're inside of your news bureaus. For if everyone stopped watching the news for 1 week, as in going cold turkey, oh, the news networks would be unbelievably unprofitable. See, they profit on everything that they dream up, and they report only on the latest and greatest breaking news. And here I had the biggest news of all time of why I go to Jerusalem and the Vatican, and why I go to Europe, why I go to the place of greatest need. Indeed, it's no hair off of my head as I proceed on the biggest mission of all time, bringing salvation to the entire planet. How's that for a grand finale?